Their work included starting an HIV clinic in Tanzania, creating a volunteer EMT squad, and helping at-risk youth to be prepared for college. Together, in this category, our 25 semifinalists gave over 20 hours of service. They are nothing less than outstanding. Tonight, we are proud to recognize the Outstanding Young Alumni Award finalists. And this first man is truly exceptional. We'll hear about his story of how he is changing his native country of Colombia.
I participated in the World Leadership Congress. And in HOBY, I learned three things: to have a vision, to know my leadership potential, and to really understand that the leadership is not about a title or a position, it's about doing. I started a foundation to improve Colombia's education, named Everyone for Education. With volunteers, experts, entrepreneurs around the country, we create the first citizens movement to pressure the government to improve the quality and the budget for public education. So, as I learned at HOBY, I started to implement my vision. We launched a national pact. The pact has a specific and very detailed plan to improve education in Colombia. The pact was signed by 25,000 Colombians, 70 candidates for Congress, and all the presidential candidates, including the current president. It was the first result of our commitment. But after that, we started the walk of the talk. So we decided to convince everyone that education was the most important thing in Colombia. So every day, we go to churches, we go to schools, we go to neighborhoods, we go to farms and companies to talk with parents and their kids, to educate them and explain why we have to push the local and the national government to improve and give more money to education. Today, I'm thanks to companies, volunteers, foundations, and different organizations around the world, we can say that our advocacy is working. Colombian government, for the first time in our history, is investing more money in education than in other related government work. And I know that my work is not finished. I know that my foundation needs to work more, to advocate more, and to really check that the government do its work. But I don't need to be the Minister of Education. What I need to do is practice what I learned at HOBY. To be a little without no title. To be a little to change the minds of my fellow Colombians.
So much. This is not the TOEFL or the SAT, so I have my speech, but if you allow me, I want to give you a short speech. And thank you for being here. I know so many of you have heard about the Gotham City, don't you? And so many times when people are thinking about my country, they think that it's like Gotham City. But 10 years ago, when I was in Washington, D.C., in the World Leadership Congress at HOBY, I understood that my country was not a Gotham City, and also, it didn't need a Batman. So I went back to Colombia and I decided to be not a Batman, not a Superman, but I decided to find those Wonder Woman, to find those Superman, those leaders who can help me to change my country. So in 2006, we started a foundation. The name is Buena Nota. And what we do is we invite people from different sectors, women, businessmen, lawyers, artists, from different sectors, to help us to solve problems in the rural country, to help change makers around our lovely country. So today, 10 years after that I went to HOBY, I realized that I have lost many friends, so many have died, so many are working in this project. But all of them are people like you. People who have talents, people who have dreams, and all what they need is just an opportunity. That's why we started this organization that I show you, that is Everyone for Education. So thank you. Thank you for letting me be myself. Thank you for inviting me. And I learned at HOBY that of course you need to have a vision, of course you need to have a plan, but what do you need, the most important thing that you need to have is people that trust you and help you. And you are that people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Juan David. You never know when the skills you learn at HOBY will be necessary in your life. The experience prepares you in ways sometimes you can't even imagine. Our second finalist tonight, Sonia Stanzik, has truly impacted her town of Sandy Hook, Connecticut. Here's her story.
Hi, my name is Sonia Stanzik, and I'm a freshman at Boston University studying health sciences on a pre-med track. I am a 2012 HOBY alum from Newtown, Connecticut, and I am proud to say that HOBY has changed my life. Through one of the service projects in HOBY, I came in contact with the New Street Shelter in Danbury, Connecticut, and I asked them what they needed, and they said prepared meals. So I approached Newtown High School and I just asked, could we maybe donate some leftovers to the shelter that I came in contact with? And they said, we'll do more than that, we'll actually make meals. And it grew, and Connecticut Food Bank fit seamlessly in with what we were doing, so we're decreasing food waste and feeding those in need. My state HOBY seminar made me aware of a problem in my community, and the inaugural Advanced Leadership Academy gave me the tools I needed to fix it. Feeding the Need is now an official nonprofit organization and has provided over 20,000 meals to 10 local shelters in need. Not only has it decreased food waste and fed the hungry, but it has followed HOBY's mission and educated the youth about social issues such as hunger and food insecurity. Today, all the students that worked with me on Feeding the Need have graduated, but the program carries on with the help of the chefs, Lori Hoagland and Brian Newmeyer, and my mom, Susan Stansing. This program is established at Newtown High School and will continue to help those in need for many years to come. I'm grateful to HOBY for giving me the tools I needed to make this idea such a success, and I'm grateful for the hard work everyone put into making Feeding the Need possible. The success of Feeding the Need is only the beginning of my career in service, and I'm excited to see what the future has in store.
Join me in congratulating outstanding young alumni recipient, Sonia Stanzik.
Wow, thank you guys so much. So, my HOBY story began with my Connecticut State seminar in 2012. The seminar's central theme was Leadership Through Service, where we were challenged to make a positive impact in our community by leading a social change. The enthusiasm of the speakers, staff, and other students was contagious. Prior to the HOBY seminar, I was always looking for ways to help others, but felt like my contribution was limited because of my age. But after being immersed in such an encouraging and empowering environment, my HOBY seminar broke down my preconceived notions of the power of youth and gave me the tools I needed to convert my open heart into helping hands. I became a part of the Alumni Association and volunteered with monthly service projects across the state. Still full of enthusiasm from my seminar, I volunteered to deliver care packages to shelters near me. And after delivering the toiletries to New Street Shelter in Danbury, Mike Finn, the director of the shelter, spoke with me, and I asked him what more I can do to help his shelter. And he said that his shelter and others like his are always in need of prepared meals. So my initial thought was that I could just cook meals at home and bring them to the shelter. But HOBY always challenges us to think bigger. My high school has an excellent culinary department, and their kitchens had just been redone. Instead of throwing away the food waste at the end of each class period, I was hoping they'd be interested in donating the leftovers to the shelter. The school chefs loved this idea so much that they went one step further and had their students actually start cooking meals for the shelter during class. So Feeding the Need has now provided over 23,000 meals to 10 local shelters in need. Newtown High School's culinary department is producing meals at maximum capacity, and our plan now is to expand to other high schools with similar culinary programs. We're also fundraising to purchase a food truck, and that will allow us to have some more mobility and flexibility so we can go and serve hot meals in areas of greater need. I'm so grateful to HOBY for the opportunities that arose out of that first Connecticut seminar in 2012, the motivation I gained at seminar, and the connections that I made to the Alumni Association all made Feeding the Need possible. HOBY truly changes students' lives, and it proves to them that positive social change is possible no matter what your age, as long as you practice leadership through service. Thank you so much for letting me share my HOBY story, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
So a few minutes ago I said I could take all night telling you the stories of HOBY alumni, but that they could actually do it better. And let's just one more time thank Sonia and thank Juan for what it has been. I'll tell you that a few weeks ago our founder, Yuo, celebrated